The Forest of the Seventh Son. Season 2. The Rising of the Seventh Son. The forest was quieter now, almost too quiet. After the First War, the villagers whispered of Ikenga as the chosen one, the one who had awakened the heart crystal and defended the land. But peace, fragile as it was, never lasts when the Shadow Lord has not yet shown his full power. Ikenga trained daily with Adana, venturing deeper into the forest than ever before. The golden energy in his chest pulsed stronger each day, responding to his emotions, growing in ways he still could not fully control. The lost children followed him with gleeful eyes, guiding him along hidden paths, teaching him secrets of the forest, how to move unseen, how to sense danger before it arrived, how to merge with the whispers of the trees. Yet Ikenga felt unease tugging at his soul. The First War had ended, yes, but shadows still lingered, weaker but persistent. They came in small groups at first, creeping into the village edges, attacking at night, retreating before the dawn. Each encounter left Ikenga more certain, the Shadow Lord was not defeated. He was only biding his time, growing stronger in the hidden corners of the world. One evening, under the light of a blood-red moon, Adina called Ikenga to the heart of the forest, where the golden pool of the heart crystal shimmered gently. "You feel it too," she said softly, her eyes reflecting the soft blue glow of the pool. Ikenga nodded. "The Shadow Lord, he's preparing something. I can feel it. The forest whispers of it." Adina's hand hovered above the pool, golden threads spinning from her fingers, weaving in the air like living ribbons. "He has found allies," she whispered. "Creatures older than the forest itself. Spirits corrupted, bound to his will. They seek to extinguish the heart crystal's light, and if they succeed, the forest will fall." The young warrior's jaw tightened. "Then we must strike first." Adina shook her head. "No, we must understand him, learn the pattern of his power. He is cunning." The First War was only a distraction. Days passed, and the forest seemed to breathe with unease. The lost children whispered warnings that only Ikenga could hear. A pack of shadow beasts moving like liquid smoke through the northern valley, trees blackening as they passed, leaves calling into ash. Ikenga's hands glowed as he practiced forming golden spears, shields, and chains of energy, refining his control, while Adina taught him to weave threads of light into traps, to create illusions that could fool even the most cunning shadow. Then came the night of the omen, a storm unlike any before. Lightning struck the ancient trees with an angry crack, winds howled like wild spirits in torment, and the forest floor trembled as if the earth itself feared what was coming. From the shadows emerged the first emissaries of the Shadow Lord, creatures taller than men, their bodies twisting and writhing in smoke and shadow, eyes burning crimson, mouths filled with teeth like jagged shards of obsidian. But these were no ordinary minions. Each carried a fragment of the Shadow Lord's dark magic, pulsating with malevolent power, feeding from fear and despair. Ikenga and Adina stood together, side by side, their golden light blazing against the creeping darkness. The battle began. Golden spears sliced through shadow, shields of light absorbed crushing blows, threads of energy ensnared the enemy, lifting them into the air and dissolving them into harmless sparks. But the emissaries were relentless. For every one Ikenga destroyed, two more appeared, their eyes burning with hatred, their voices echoing in the mind like whispers of doom. During the chaos, Ikenga noticed something terrifying. The forest itself seemed wounded. Trees trembled, glowing moss dimmed, vines called in agony. He realized the Shadow Lord was no longer fighting him through the creatures alone. He was attacking the forest directly, feeding on its life force to strengthen himself. Adina grabbed his arm, eyes wide. "Ikenga, we must sever the link, or the forest dies, and without it, your power fades too." Together, They reached deep into the heart crystal's energy. Golden threads shot from their palms, weaving into the roots, the soil, the very air. They focused on the center of the storm, the largest shadow emissary, a colossal figure cloaked in writhing smoke. The creature roared and advanced, a mountain of darkness. But Ikenga felt the forest's heartbeat, steady beneath the chaos. With a shout, he unleashed the full power of the heart crystal. Golden energy exploded outward, colliding with the shadow in a dazzling eruption of light and dark. When the smoke cleared, the creature was gone, leaving only a faint wisp of shadow fading into the wind. But victory was not complete. From the northern ridge, a deep, echoing voice rumbled, carrying over the forest like thunder. Impressive, little light, but this is only the beginning. The seventh sun will rise, and you cannot stop what is coming. Ikenga's chest ached at the words. The Shadow Lord had revealed a truth he had not anticipated. The coming darkness was larger, older, unstoppable by force alone. Adina placed her hand over his chest, golden threads spinning into the air. Then we prepare, Ikenga. We must awaken the others. The next days were a whirlwind of preparation. Word spread through the hidden parts of the forest, summoning spirits, ancient guardians, and allies thought long gone. Nduka, the forest sentinel, emerged from the shadowed groves, carrying the ancient spear imbued with the winds of the north. Mirinzo, a mystic who had worked between realms, appeared, her knowledge of the old magics invaluable. Together, under Adina's guidance, they began to unlock the full potential of the heart crystal. Ikenga learned to summon constructs of solid light, worlds, beasts, even wings that allowed him to soar above the treetops. The lost children danced around him, reinforcing his spirit, reminding him that courage and hope could overcome fear. Then, one night, the Shadow Lord struck again. This time, he appeared not in fragments, but in full form, a towering figure of smoke and flame, a crown of black fire hovering above his head, a long cloak of darkness trailing into the sky. His army was immense, shadows swirling like a living storm behind him. Ikenga and the warriors of the forest met him at the clearing where the heart crystal floated. The ground shook as they faced one another, wind tearing through the trees. For a moment, everything stopped. The forest itself seemed to hold its breath. And then battle erupted. Claws of darkness slashed through the air. Golden spears clashed with shadow tendrils. Adina's threads of light wove around Ikenga, protecting him from lethal strikes. The forest answered the heart crystal's call. Vines lifted to ensnare enemies. Glowing orbs rose from the moss, illuminating the battlefield with divine radiance. Hours passed like minutes. Ikenga fought tirelessly, his arms glowing, his chest burning with the heart crystal's energy. But the Shadow Lord was cunning, striking at his mind as well as his body, whispering doubts, fears, visions of failure. You cannot win, child of light, the Shadow Lord hissed. All will fall, all will burn. Ikenga's heart surged with determination. He thought of the villagers, the lost children, Adina, and the forest itself. He thought of the golden light coursing through him, of every life he had vowed to protect. No, he shouted, I will win. The seventh sun protects us. He unleashed a final surge of power. Golden light exploded outward, brighter than the sun, sweeping over the forest. Shadow tendrils screamed and dissolved, the dark army shattering under the force of pure light. The Shadow Lord recoiled, its black cloak burning at the edges. It fled into the northern mists, its voice echoing. This is not over, chosen one. The seventh sun rises, and when it does, all will tremble. The forest fell silent once more. Trees swayed gently, fireflies returned, and the lost children floated around Ikenga, cheering. Adina stepped forward, her glow warm and steady. You fought well, she said. But now, the real challenge begins. The Shadow Lord will return stronger, and the seventh sun will rise. We must be ready. Ikenga looked up at the night sky, the stars twinkling, the faint glow of the heart crystal on his chest pulsing with life. He knew the path ahead would be darker and harder, but he no longer felt fear. He was chosen, he was ready, and the forest had awakened with him. Dash dash dash.